Lady C, did you agree with this column from David Aronovich that actually Meghan might be providing such a service to the monarchy because we're actually seeing how brilliant they are, especially this week, in contrast to her, quite frankly, embarrassing behaviour?
Well, I've actually been saying for some time now that Meghan and Harry, by being so badly behaved, provide an absolute foil for the well-behaved members of the family. And in doing so, they bring attention to the good behaviour of the others, which might otherwise be ignored. Because, good behaviour is not something that grabs people's notice, while bad behaviour is. And then if you have the foil of good behaviour, it highlights both the bad behaviour and the good behaviour. What I do think, though, is that despite the fact that Meghan and Harry are a perfect foil, and in some ways it's drawing good attention to the family, I think also not all publicity is good publicity. And I think we need to bear that in mind, because I think Meghan and Harry are also undermining the monarchy in that many people are at least complaining to me in their thousands, why can't the royal family stop the bad behaviour? And people don't seem to understand that Harry and Meghan also have human rights, and the royal family is limited as to how it can actually stop disloyal, traitorous members, also defamatory members of their family.
No, indeed. And of course, they do have freedom of speech. But Phil Damper, I think what's been so fascinating this week is seeing the contrast. So you've got Meghan talking about sluts with her Californian friends on a podcast which is flopping in the charts now because it's so boring, no one wants to listen to it. By contrast, you have Kate looking like just the picture-perfect future queen at a state event where she can actually play a role on the international stage.
Yeah, that's right. Good evening, Dan. I mean, the King's, it's been a fantastic transition, hasn't it? A very smooth transition for King Charles. As you say, he's very popular. The Princess of Wales very popular, and that's what it was all about. State visits of the South African president the other night. That's really seeing the monarchy in action. And the more that Meghan and Harry complain and explain what they're doing, it's the complete opposite to the Queen's mantra of never complain, never explain. The more you look at them, the less you like them. And I think even their popularity in the States is plummeting. So I think David Aronovich, I'm not a great fan of his actually, but I think he's got a very good point.